that was not my purpose. This is not my purpose. It still isn't. And yes, I have my education, my medical education. I have my physician's license and all that. And I almost quit residency at some point. Oops. Because I couldn't handle it. But then talking to some practical people who really convinced me to stay and finish what I started. So I did. But then when I came out, I refused to go the regular way. I refused to take on regular family medicine physician job, even though that's my training. I refused because I couldn't imagine just sitting there writing prescriptions, being rushed because I have to see 4 patients an hour and not being able to talk to people. It's just gonna kill me. It's gonna kill my soul. So I did what I had to do in order to pay my bills and pay for my school loans and everything, and I took on medical jobs that kind of were a way out and did not require me to do that, to sit there writing prescriptions and just being in the patient mill. But at the same time, this whole time, I was trying to start my business as a coach, because I believe that this right here, what we have right here, and how we live our life is what's responsible for our health. This is what's truly responsible for the way we feel. This is what's truly responsible for our happiness. Not the medications we take. Not even food we eat or exercise. That's important. I want to say that. That's very important. Taking care of our body is very important. But if our mindset, our psychology, our lifestyle, and just everything in our life is not figured out, our body is not going to respond well. Our body's so smart. I always say that to people that I work with, my patients or clients. Our bodies are so smart. They will not lie to us. They will not allow us to lie to ourselves. We could lie to ourselves all we want and say that we're happy where we are. Yeah, this job is not what I really want, but it's okay. It pays the bills. I'm okay. This relationship is not truly, doesn't really truly feel right, but he's successful and he's taking care of me and he loves me. And a lot of people do that to themselves. But so I'm gonna stay in this relationship. Or just so million examples of it's okay. We just try to push our emotions down. We try to suppress them. We try to lie to ourselves, but our body is not going to let us do that. It's just going to start giving us little signals. Little, small, quiet signals first. Little by little by little. But then if we don't listen, they get louder and louder and louder and louder until our body's screaming, stop what you're doing. You're killing yourself. You're killing me. And that's when all these symptoms start happening, and that's when all of a sudden we start running to the doctors. But what doctors do, what are they gonna do? They're not taught. They're not taught how to deal with this. I was there. I was in medical school. We don't talk there about mindset. We don't talk there about how our body is reacting to what's going on in our life. We don't talk about whether it is we're courageous, our patients are courageous enough to follow what's really true to their heart. We don't talk about how important it is to keep getting notifications on my phone. We don't talk about how important it is to listen to our intuition, to follow it, because when we don't follow it, we find ourselves in really negative situations, and that's when our body reacts. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about the fact that if our patients don't know how to create fulfilling, successful relationships, whether it's friend relationships or romantic relationships, their health is going to be affected. We don't talk about it. We have 4 hours of nutrition, and it's nutrition as a science of nutrition. It's not the nutrition that you need for your everyday life to keep you truly healthy. So where am I going with this? I'm just rambling and ranting at this point. Where I'm going with this is that I'm just sitting today and feeling very frustrated because for some reason I haven't been able to bring this point across. These few years, I myself have been stopped by my limiting beliefs, held back by fears, was afraid to speak up and really state my truth and really show who I am and really take charge of my beliefs and really show them to the world. I was really afraid to be visible, afraid to be different, afraid to go against the medical system, afraid to show my disappointment and disillusionment and how things are run. But I'm done. I'm tired. I'm tired of hiding. I'm tired of pretending. I'm tired of holding this message inside of me and not letting it out, because I know how true it is. I know how true deep in my heart, I know it. If we as people don't take care of our mind, of our emotions, of our life in general, of our relationships, of getting a career that we want, of doing things that we love, pursuing our pleasure, pursuing fun, first of all, we're going to be very unhealthy. Even if we are healthy now, it's not going to last. And secondly, we're going to be miserable. And we could lie to ourselves for the longest time, but it's going to catch up with us. It's going to catch up with us at some point, and it might be too late. It might be very late in the game. I mean, it's never too late. I believe that it's never too late. But it might be much easier to start earlier. So here I am with this message that gotta wake up and look around and see that all these systems that are created around us sometimes are not there for our benefit. Most of the time, actually, not there for our benefit. Who came up with them? I don't know. I'm not gonna go into history of all these things. Somehow it worked. For somebody it worked. Somebody created it. Somebody thought it's gonna work, but they haven't been updated. The medical system hasn't been really evolving with us. We are evolving, but our medical system isn't. Well, it's evolving now. It's starting. Within the past few years, yes, it's amazing what things are starting to come up, and the practitioners that are starting to become aware, and there is a percentage of doctors who are finally becoming aware of this. So it's so important to start looking at this, to really open our eyes and to realize that we are not parts, separate parts. We are not just collection of systems. We're not just collection of symptoms. We are one whole thing. We're just one whole thing, and everything in our life is interconnected. We cannot separate. Our job is our job, and then our relationship is our relationship, and then our health is separate. It doesn't depend on all that. No, it's all together. It's so hard for me to not understand how do others not see it, but I'm not here to judge. I'm here to just make this change. Firstly, and for myself, to realize that if this is what I believe, that this is what I need to preach and use in my own life. And also I need to get myself out there, get my mindset right. That being visible finally, and just it's okay to go with the grain, against the grain, to go against the grain, because this was my fear these few years, to really step out of the norm and really go against the grain. I need to do that for my own health and for my own life and for my future clients and patients. I don't know, if I'm gonna post this, then tell me what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And I'll tell you, like, probably gonna say, okay, I agree, but what's the next step? The next step is something that I knew since I was little. I don't know how, it was just natural to me. The next step is to learn. For me personally, learning is number one value in my life. If I don't learn, I'm just dying on the inside. And we have so much information available to us these days. Just Google in and of itself is just wealth of information. So just think about it. What area of your life is not to your liking? Which area of your life? I have a security guard coming. Oh no, he's not. I'm parked in a parking lot. Which area of your life is the most frustrating to you? Is it your health? Something's going on with your health, so stop looking at just your symptoms. Start looking at the bigger picture. What else is going on in your life? How are your relationships? How's your career? Do you really feel in touch with what's your purpose? Why are you here? What are the emotions that you're experiencing on a daily basis? Are you kind of just going through, 2, 3, 4 emotions a day? Disappointed, annoyed, frustrated, okay. Do you have just this spectrum of emotions that every day is the same thing, going to work, coming back, watching some TV, talking to somebody, going back to work, watching some TV? Or there's so many more emotions in us, there's so many more possibilities for us to feel. We could feel so much better than we do currently on a daily basis. There's so much more potential for joy, for fulfillment, for love, for happiness, for ecstasy, for pleasure, for fun. So much. And at the same time, there's also potential to feeling despair and disappointment and true anger. Allowing ourselves to feel those emotions in order to let them through and let them out, so that we can come back and experience those high emotions, those high notes, that exhilaration, that excitement, that just zest for life. Have you experienced waking up and feeling so excited about something that you just want to dance and sing? When was the last time you experienced that, and how often? We could live like that. I truly, truly believe that. We could live like that on a daily basis. And yes, we're human. We go through this range of emotion, and it's okay. We don't have to live just in this middle, in the tiny little narrow middle. And we could create beautiful relationships, loving relationships. And there's no such thing as perfect relationship. But from talking to my clients, I realized that we all walk around thinking that something is wrong with us because everyone else seems to have it all together, right? Everyone else's relationship seems to be perfect, and everyone else's life seems to be so much better. And for some reason, we feel like there's something wrong with us. We can't figure it out. Our relationship is all over the place, and our emotions are, we don't feel great about ourselves. We feel unworthy. We feel low confident. Just our life is a mess, and everyone else's life is perfect and beautiful. This is bullshit. I'm talking to a lot of people, and on my own life, we're all going through challenges. We're all going through ups and downs. We all have our tests. We all have our things to learn and grow through. That's why we're here. That's my opinion. We're here in this life to learn, to evolve, to grow. And we can't grow and evolve and learn if we're never experiencing any challenges. But how do we react to these challenges? That's another story. And that's where mindset training comes in, and that's where personal development comes in. It's getting dark. So personal development is something that I've believed in my whole life, and I believe to the bottom of my heart that in order for us to create a healthy, happy life, we need to take charge, take responsibility, learn, and then change, and take even tiny little steps every day to improve ourselves, to change ourselves. So I don't really know where I'm going with this. I just wanted to let this all out because it was just coming, and I just felt like it's about to spill over. And never in my life before I would be brave enough to put this out there, but I'm done. I'm done with hiding. I'm done with playing safe. I'm done with just pretending that I'm just like everybody else. I feel like I'm not. I don't know whether it's good or bad. I think it's good, so I'm just gonna own it. I'm different. I look at things different. I see things different. And I invite you to do the same. Because those of you who are still watching this whole time, and if it resonates with you, you're different too. And it's okay. Just own it. If that means that you want more, and it's okay to want more. That means that you want to live a fully happy, joyful, fulfilling life. Am I right? You don't want to settle for the status quo. You don't want to just live out your life by just watching TV and, I don't know, just being blah and going to work every day and complaining and being annoyed and talking to everybody about your problems. You don't want that. You feel like there's something better out there for you. Maybe you don't know yet how to get there. But it's there. I promise it's there. So just don't give up. Look for resources. There's so many resources. Look for books, look for videos, look for mentors, look for coaches, and just start. Take one baby step at a time. Put one foot in front of the other and just start. Just allow yourself to go for it. Because one day, I truly believe you could create a life that you look back on what was going on now, and you'll be like, wow, I've come really far, and look at my life now. It's absolutely beautiful, and I'm so thankful. So with this, I'm gonna finish this video. Tell me what you think about this. Give me some comments. Are you relating? How are you thinking about this? And most importantly, what step are you gonna take? Are you feeling inspired right now? Are you feeling motivated? If so, do not leave your seat where you're sitting right now without either committing to do something and scheduling it, or literally doing something different right now. And you know, just deep inside your heart, you know what you need to do, right? Yes, there might be fear, there might be hesitation, there might be doubt, but just take the one step, just jump, take a leap, something that you need to do this week, this day, today. Maybe you need to call somebody, maybe you need to write something, maybe you need to post something, maybe you need to say something. Maybe you need to go and change something in your environment, radical, just do it. And then report back and let me know how it went. I will be very happy to hear how this resonates, and I think I'm feeling brave enough right now to post this, just to let this out there. I'm not sure what the result is going to be, or I don't even know. I'm not looking for any result. I just want to let it out there and to motivate and inspire you to believe that your dream life is possible, because I believe that for myself, that whatever I'm dreaming of, I know it's possible and it's gonna happen. No doubt, it's gonna happen. So go there, create your beautiful life, create your perfect health, create your amazing relationships and your heart-centered work in this world. Go, and I'll talk to you later. Dr. Anya Temer here.